Hi, it's time for me to film a video. Here's my notes. I have a plan for a thumbnail and some other stuff, and that's as far as I got. And then I spent like an hour trying to fix my hair and then being like, okay, this is good enough, I'm not gonna fix it. And then you know what I would do? I'd go fix it again. Anyways, you see this shelf behind me that's got stuff on it? I built that. Not that I designed it and, you know, like went and got all the materials and things and like put it together. No, I just bought a box of that stuff. You know, I bought the shelf in a little box at Big Lots like 2 months ago, and then I put it together. And you know what I did when I was putting it together? I messed it up. I did it wrong. So I didn't film most of when I was building it, because when I got started, I opened the box and I looked at the instructions and I was like, this isn't going to be that difficult, therefore it's not going to be that eventful, therefore there's no reason for me to make a video about it. It turns out there is a little bit of a reason to make a video about it, because I messed it up. What happened was, I followed the instructions, and this room is carpet, so I didn't have to worry about messing up a hard floor because it said not to mess up your floors. I had the instructions. I had power tools, even though it said not to use power tools, but I don't have enough physical strength to just use a screwdriver, so I needed a drill bit, so I used that. I put it together, and the shelf, like the part that's facing us right now, was face down on the floor. And I thought everything was good, and my biggest concern when I stood it up was that it would remain intact, because I was, you know, it's a shelf from Big Lots, so it was like $35. I didn't know if it maybe would collapse or something. So I stood it up and it did not collapse. But when I saw what I did, I collapsed, because the top shelf, the very top up there, that's holding those drumsticks, and the very bottom on the floor, those were backwards. So the finished edge was against the wall and the unfinished edge was facing out. I know this is probably not that big a deal, but since I had spent so long and so much effort, and I was so proud of myself for, you know, like learning carpentry a little bit, I was, you know, I just sort of sat on the floor and cried a little bit, because I was like, seriously? So I thought maybe I could fix it. So I laid it back down, and I was like, I took the screws out and everything, but the problem is that there are tiny nails holding the back onto the unfinished edges, and I couldn't get them out. I mean, I guess if I tried hard enough, then maybe I could, but I didn't want to try that hard, because either way there would be nail holes in it. So I put all the screws back in and I stood it up, and I was just like, you know what I could do? I guess I could paint it so it wouldn't be so noticeable. And I guess it's not as noticeable. Here, I'll show you. Okay, here's what it looks like now that it's done. I mean, you can tell that it's the unfinished edge and that I painted it, but from a distance, I guess it doesn't look that bad. The only thing was that the paint that I got a hold of, I didn't buy any paint, I just borrowed some, but it's metallic paint, so it's kind of shiny. But it's fine. I mean, it's a $35 bookshelf from Big Lots, so I guess I can't complain. But I was just, you know, those first few moments I just felt so defeated, because I was so proud of myself, and then I realized that I didn't do it right. And I don't like doing things wrong. I have some footage that I took. I'll insert it here or there or here. have for now. I have a functional bookshelf that holds things, so that's good. That was all I really wanted out of it. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. You should subscribe to my channel for more shenanigans and whatever else, and maybe I'll learn how to do some other things. I don't know. I haven't figured it all out. Does anyone have anything figured out? It's 2020. Does anyone know what's going on? Okay, bye!